It's currently Thursday, I think. Anyways, I'm in a good energy. I feel like I need to do this video because I have a lot of thoughts at the moment. But yeah, I think with my life right now, I'm getting better with like dealing with overthinking and like, getting too much caught up in my head. And also just like embracing every moment and knowing I don't have to chase after anything to like make me feel better. But I think removing fear and doubt over like a lot of situations in my life is definitely gonna help me as well. And yeah, I'm kind of just like in a still moment right now where I'm trying to like relax my feelings and not get too caught up with like everything around me going on, and just being grateful for being alive, like being grateful to be here, and just like thankful is a really good thing. Like I've been doing gratitude lists, affirmations, just like things to make me feel better. And yeah, so like this morning I woke up, I don't know if I meditated, I think I did. I had a shower and I did like just the mundane things to like get me going throughout the day. But I know like with journaling, I've definitely improved a lot with that because it's helped me just get a load of weird thoughts in my head that like I'm kind of trapped in to just like release them with journaling. Like even if it's in your notes app, that really does help. But just like knowing that I'm the observer and I'm not my thoughts, I'm not always my mind, like just going through life with like trusting my heart is like a really good thing. So yeah, just doing things from the heart rather than ego or like the mind. And yeah, just like doing things that I enjoy as well, like not being so hard on myself, not doing too much because like I have time to do stuff. Like I know I can see now I often put too much pressure on myself, and yeah, I just need to be kind to myself and know like I don't always have to show up every single day to my best ability, but as long as I'm like doing at least 3 things a day that will keep me motivated and going is like the way to go, do you know what I mean? So I think as long as I'm doing that, that's good enough. And also just sometimes getting out of my own head, because I know with me, like, I struggle with that, like, getting too much in my head, over analysing, overthinking every single decision. And I think just deciding now, like, and being like, I think this is right, and as long as I think it's right, I should be okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, just kind of trusting my inner voice rather than, ignoring it and being like negative. But yeah, just I guess as well, just like being more expressive and kind of just open to things throughout the day, like doing new things, like going on a walk at random time, or doing one of these videos, or like just doing habits that always keep me grounded and stable within myself is really helpful. But yeah, I'm in just like a very centered energy right now. I don't want to come off too serious, but yeah, just like letting go as well a bit of everything. I feel like I do this a lot, but I get so attached to like my goals and what I have to achieve and what I have to do next and what I have to do every day, and it's like, chill out. You're gonna get those things done, and as long as you know you're gonna get the things done and you do them, that's all that matters. Like, as long as you stick to your word, like as long as I know that I'm sticking to my word, it's always good. So yeah, just following my intuition as well, like following what my heart is calling me to do rather than what my ego or like my body or my mind wants me to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, what does my heart feel like doing in the moment? Do you know what I mean? Because I know with like me, I've struggled with it, but I know others, like, we literally make decisions from our body, or like we make bad decisions because like we have bad habits. Like, for example, if you know that you're very unhealthy in eating with like chocolate or alcohol or cigarettes, really anything, it's like anything that's an addiction that you know isn't going to help you long term, you have to resist that emotion and that feeling of doing that certain thing. So if, I don't know, you spend quite a lot of money every day and you know it always makes you feel bad, change what you can do in that situation. And if that's saving money, do that. Or if that's like just not spending at all, what, either decision is good. Do you know what I mean? So making a decision that's gonna be helpful is always the best thing to do, because if you're aware of the like consistent habit but you're not doing anything about it, it's like you're not gonna feel good within yourself. So I know with me that's something that I need to work on sometimes with my habits, but it's just like looking at your life from an observer perspective and being like, okay, there's a certain thing, definitely something that I've continued to do. It's not terrible, but it's not helping me improve, and how can I change this moving forward? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but also knowing you don't have to change everything in your life. Like, your mind can sometimes play tricks on you, and I get that with myself a lot. And it's like, it says, oh, do this because you know you need to, or you should do. Don't do it if your mind is telling you to do that, because it's almost like forcing you to do something. Do you know what I mean? Where, as if it just feels natural and it feels like effortless, that's the best decision, to be fair, because you're not forcing an outcome or a certain thing, you're just letting it be. So I think making decisions where you're just letting it be and you feel it's like not forcing is always the best way to go, always. But knowing there's a difference as well, like, I think sometimes you do have to make the hard decisions. So like, if you have to go work and it's raining, you just probably have to do that one walk to work when it's raining. Or if you have to drink some water and you know you haven't drank water all day, you're probably gonna have to drink some water. Do you know what I mean? So like, making sure that as much as you're making good decisions, also knowing that like you might sometimes have to make the hard decisions, because in the long term it will be beneficial, you know? So just being aware of your mind, like, and how sometimes it can do too much. Like, you don't always have to listen to your mind, because your mind creates thoughts 24/7. Like, it's always thinking and thinking because it's like a survival mechanism or something like that. But you don't have to listen to every single thought your mind tells you. You can be the observer and be aware of the type of thoughts that you're thinking and not get attached to them, or like, you know, think that you're your thoughts, because you're not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts, okay? That's a message in this video. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer. And yeah, just really reclaiming that power within yourself of like knowing that, you know, it's up to you what you want to do with your life, and like, you know, no one else is going to tell you the right answers. Like, I find myself sometimes doing this where I'll go on YouTube and I'll often like try and find guidance from like a certain teacher, or I'll try and listen to a podcast, and I almost avoid what I want to do because I'm like seeking that validation within a certain video, or do you know what I mean? So we often always know the answers, but we don't act on them, and I'm realising that a lot more with myself. So it's like, if you know the answer, but you're not taking action, then it's like, well, what is there to complain about? Like, as long as you know the answer to what you want to do, and you take aligned action, and then you have the desired outcome, it's all good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just doing that is definitely a helpful thing to do. I'm gonna wrap the video up here because it's quite long already. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do more of these, but yeah, just trusting your inner voice more and knowing that you are the observer and you can act on thoughts, but just as long as they're positive and they're for the greater good, then act on them. But if you know that they're harmful and they're going to cause you stress and anxiety and all this negative stupid stuff, then try and avoid it, because you don't need to stress yourself out more than you already do.